Our father has a laptop, and both of us are using a laptop.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, guys,
Me
we're
and
going
Daddy
to...
are sharing his laptop.
That's good. That's great.
All right, guys, you're all most welcome to the TFK Read Write Club youngsters. My name is Delilah. Hilda, you're most welcome. Just for introduction purposes, everyone is just going to say their name very quickly, and then we'll start off from there. Okay?
Great.
All right. We'll start with Jardine and Janelle. Introduce yourselves.
My name is Janelle Panoba. I'm 4 years old. You can't see. And I'm in the Panoba family.
Janelle.
My name is Jardine Banova.
Okay.
Great.
My name is Renji Kavshenga. I'm 7 years old. My name is Mazi Kavshenga.
Oh, you're almost welcome. And in the house, we have someone new, someone you haven't met at all. Guess who it is? It's Miss Hilda Ayebade. She's going to be introducing us to something exciting. But first, let's hear from her so she can introduce herself and tell us exactly what. Okay, you're most welcome, Hilda.
Every single one of China already use 70% of it.
Hello.
Hi, Hilda.
Hello.
I'm Hilda Ayebare.
Yes, Hilda.
My you can call me I teach you at secondary school students. My network is not so good, but I only hope that it will be good enough, like to push us for today's lesson. Yeah, nice
Hilda,
to meet you all.
I think we have missed some bits of your introduction.
Oh, I'll say it again. I am
Please.
Hilda Ayebare. I teach Chinese, English, and literature. But for this Read Write Club, I'll be focusing mostly on the Chinese. My Chinese name is I. That's my Chinese name. It was given me by my teacher. I. Yes.
You'll have to write it down.
It's I, just I. I or just I only?
There are two syllables. The first one is I. The second one is her. Two names. The first one is the surname, and the second one is the given name. Yeah. So if you want to refer to me, since I'm a teacher, you can say I Lao Shi Mi I. So you can call me I. It's okay.
I. Great to meet you, I.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. My network is not so good, but I hope it can push us for today's introductory lesson. Yeah, I hope you guys are excited to start studying Chinese. It's really interesting, by the way, to learn something new and something that is that seems a bit complicated to very many people. It's not as complicated as it seems, by the way. It's very simple. All you have to do is to give yourself out there and try to grasp whatever is given unto you. You know, like open your mind to something new. And Chinese is the #1 widely spoken language because of the number of people who speak it in the world. Because of course the Chinese are very many Mandarin. Yeah, so what I'll teach you will be Mandarin Chinese, not Cantonese. They have two languages or two dialects. They have Cantonese and then they have Mandarin. We are going to be focusing mostly on the Mandarin, which is the most widely spoken. And if you go to any place in China, you'll find that many people to speak Mandarin. At least understand, even the ones who don't know it completely can listen, can relate to it. So it will be good for you for the future. For the future, what if, like if at all you have to meet up with the Chinese people, work with them, with the company. If you want to teach, if you want to just speak language, you'll be very lucky if you have Chinese as an international language, and it will help you throughout everything. Yeah. So how many of you guys are excited to learn Chinese during our read write time? Hello?
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 All of us here.
I almost thought I was speaking to myself.
No.
Okay. Yeah, so for this lesson, they told me it's going to be mostly about an introduction to the Chinese culture and everything. But the Chinese culture is very wide, very, very wide. If I'm to talk about it, I'll need to speak about it every time we have a meeting, because their culture is very rich. They're very creative people. They're very, very creative people. And if you learn their language, it's part of their culture. It opens you up to their culture as well as you learn the language. So we shall be doing language and then culture like that, slowly by slowly. We shall do it coherently. Yeah.
Okay.
For today, I wanted, if at all I'm given a chance, I don't know what you have in plan, Delilah. I don't know what you have planned for today, but I would be very if I can teach you something new today.
That would be awesome. We have a few minutes for you and we're excited to learn. I personally can't wait to hear my Chinese name.
I'll give you one in the next meeting. We'll need to get the Chinese name for each one of you.
Oh, perfect.
Great.
So we have about 15-20 minutes for Chinese, then we can go on to read our book, which we didn't complete last weekend.
Okay.
Yes.
So do I start now, or does the book come first?
We'll first start off with our guest reader, and then we'll come back to that. But we're excited to have you, so please don't go away. Stay with us so that you can get acquainted with the rest of the team.
Thank you. Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. Frank, we're ready for you. You are our guest reader today. And I'm sure you have exciting things to share.
Oh yeah, I'll be taking you back to this book. Does anyone remember this title?
Secret FC.
Yes, I remember.
Yes, I've got a story to share with us from this book. Good afternoon to you all, friends.
Good afternoon.
Great. So I'm taking you to chapter 9 of Secret FC. And here goes the story, which is continuous. I don't know if anyone remembers where we stopped from, but here we continue with this story. Please pay attention.
Frank, we're losing you.
Pick out something that you. So here on Monday morning, Lily arrived at the playground early. She was too excited not to be at school. She couldn't wait for fast break. When she came in the high gate, she expected to be the first there, but she wasn't. James was there, talking to Bats. Maddie was there with Carl and Zach. When they all turned to green at her, she grinned back. This was it. There was just one more thing to decide. Who else we let play? Lily asked. No one, James said right away. 3 aside isn't enough, said Maddie. James shook his head, but will never be able to trust anyone to keep the secret. Lily realized that everyone was looking at her. We need 2 more, she said. But then she paused. She didn't want to fall out with James before the first match. You pick them, James. James looked rather pleased and even more chuffed with everyone when everyone agreed. He thought for a minute, then he said, Finn and Becky. Now
Lila, you're off.
I am?
Now they only had to wait up to 10:30 before the Secret Football Club could play the first game. They picked 2 teams without wasting any time, Lily, Maddie, Zach, and Finn versus James, Bart, Carl, and Becky. Then Lily said, I declare the Secret Football Club open, and they kicked off. Everything was perfect. The ball bounced well off their new surface. The only hard thing was not to make any noise. They decided to play in silence to protect their secret. Playing in the woods was brilliant. All around them were trees, heavy with leaves, turning a nice orange color. The smell of earth and the plants they had cut filled the air. They could even hear the sound of birds over the thunder of express trains.
While they are playing.
These are the guys playing here. I don't know if you can see them.
Yes.
Yes, so after, at first James' team was on top with bats in defense and as goalie when needed. And Carl up front. They were the perfect 4-a-side team. Carl scored first after a great pass from Becky. But then everything changed. Lily and Maddie made sure of that. Once they got going, they were hard to stop. Lily passed to Maddie, Maddie passed to Lily, goal 1. Then once they had the ball back, it was Lily to Maddie, to Zach, to Finn, to Maddie, and it was 2-1. Lily could see James getting mad now that his team was losing. Normally he would shout at his team and order them about, but he couldn't do that in the woods. So he had to go up to them and tell them in a normal voice what to do. And that left holes in their defense, which allowed Maddie to score again. This isn't fair, James shouted. Sha, sighed Lily. No way, James hissed. You can't have Lily and Maddie on the same team. They are too good. Zach watched as Lily then Carl tried to calm James down. He knew James hated losing. He always got upset if things were going against him. Zach looked up at the outline of the school behind the trees as the train washed past on the railway tracks. He hoped another train had been coming by when James had shouted. The last thing they wanted was to draw attention to their games. They had to be hidden and quiet to get away with it. And you could never be sure if someone was listening or not. There ends today's story entitled Friendly Matches.
I have a lesson from that story.
Delilah, you there?
Thank you, Frank.
You're welcome.
You already have questions right behind you.
Yes.
Whoever has a question, Runji seems to have a question here.
Yes, Runji.
Oh, it's a lesson. I have a lesson from this story. I've learned that you should accept defeat and continue trying until you get it right.
Yes.
Wow, that's great.
Anyone else?
Manzi?
don't have any personal lesson.
You didn't learn anything because you might have another lesson. You have another one.
Runji has another lesson.
Okay.
You should always be quiet and keep each and everyone's secret if you're told.
Thank you, Ranji. Thank you. Janelle and Jardine, do you want to share something from the story?
No.
No? Okay.
All right. Well, they think about it. I don't know, as we read, whether the team realized or had the fact that these people had to make a team to be able to play.
Had that.
And so the lesson in there is that if you want to do anything, anything great, you have to create a team. And then you have to select people with good skills, people who can do what you want to do, and then make a good team. But you also have to work as a team, because you saw they were passing balls to each other and eventually they scored. So the need to be able to make a team is very important, and also as a team to work together and then be able to score and achieve what you want to achieve, what to do. And that adds to Runji's lesson of not getting tired because of losing, never giving hope, but keeping trying.
All right. Thank you so much.
I'll sum it there.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Daddy, what?
Okay.
Okay, guys. Last week we had a book. We had a book that we read, but we didn't complete the book. But we still have 9 pages to go, so we'll just complete that and then go on to the Chinese language. Is that all right?
That's fine.
Okay. Mission cycle. I'm going to be sharing my screen in just a bit. The book is opening. Okay. Who remembers which page we're on?
Day 19.
Day 19. Day 19. That was day 19. How come I don't see day 19? Did you mean page 19? I think you meant page 19. Okay. Maybe if I share the screen, you'll be able to be sure.
Is he right? It was 19?
It's when Nori was seated next to Dadu, giving her hot chocho bread.
Whoa, I love your memory. Right there.
Interesting.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll read quite fast so that we can...
It's this one, day 8.
Yes, so this is day 8. You had 19, which is the page number.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So we'll go to... Is this where we start from?
Yeah.
No, we stopped.
This is where we stopped.
When the government. We stopped on the word government.
Government. Okay, government is right here. Government is right there. Do you see government? Okay, so we'll just start from day 8 and then we'll continue. Is that okay? We'll have our first reader and we'll take turns to read. Who wants to go first? I see a hand. Okay, Runji, I see already. And Manzi too. Okay, guys. All right, one after the other. Runji, you can go first, then Manzi will read, then Janelle will read. Oh, sorry. Then you will read Jardine. I forget sometimes that she can't make sense now. All right. Take it on. From the top. Runji? We can barely hear you, my dear.
I asked Dadu, look, Dadu looks uncomfortable.
Read loud.
Dadu looks uncomfortable. It's when the government tells us we should not go about because it's not safe on the streets. He says, I miss going outside. I miss my friends. I even miss my teachers. How long will we have to stay at home? I ask. I don't know. Dadu says with a sad sign. Grown-ups usually don't like to say I don't know. So they must be this must be so serious. But I don't like seeing Dadu sad. So I stand up. Okay. Enough rest. Come. I have to be Wasim. Beat Wasim.
I have to beat Wasim.
Thank you, Runji. Thank you, Runji. Manzi, you next? Manzi, that time is yours.
It's Ami's turn to show me how to break properly.
Pay attention.
We practice all afternoon. When Dadu and Nani came out at tea time, I am ready to show off. Just then, we hear a loud noise. Bang, bang. People were yelling. Come here. What? Here.
Hilda may be able to help us there.
Come here, Chanti.
What is that?
Hilda, help us here.
Hilda?
She's on mute. She's on mute.
I've asked her to unmute. Ask to unmute. Okay. We'll just continue with what we know, and then we'll see from there.
I know the next word. Azadi. My eyes burn. Ami lifts me up and we run into the house.
Thank you, Manzi. That was awesome.
Auntie Delilah?
Yes, Dal.
We were on day 8 earlier, then we moved to day 10 without reading day 9.
Is there a day? Something happened on day 9. Maybe she didn't record it. That was a good.
She's right, actually.
Yes. So we have day 8, and that's page 19, and then we have day 10, and that's page 20. So there's
day 9.
Yeah, they missed a page.
There's a chance that they didn't record day 9. And now we can't know what. And now we can't know. They slept.
They slept Transnight.
Then day 10 might be day 9.
And day 11 is day 10.
Yeah.
Hilda, is that you?
Sorry guys, I've been moving around looking for network.
What does
It's okay. We'll come back. We have this word. We have these sentences that we were reading, and we're not sure.
You thought it was Chinese, huh?
We thought it's Chinese.
I would also read it just like them, chatate.
Okay. So Mazi, thank you. You had it perfectly right. Okay. Wait. Okay, we're on day 10, right? And we're done with day 10. Now we're on day. We continue from here. Jordan, there you go.
In the dining room, we sit close in a tight circle. Everyone is coughing. Ami, what was that? I asked. Ami, what was that? I asked. Ami hugs me. There were people fighting, Nori. She whips.
There are
people fighting, Nori. She whips my eyes.
Wipes my eyes.
She wipes my eyes. I realize they are watering. Hers are too. When this happens, you hold your handkerchief against your nose and mouth, okay? Ami says. I hug her close. I am tired.
Jordan, we seem to be losing you.
To be brave.
Sorry, you're going to start from I remember. We lost you somewhere there. From
I remember what Nani said on my first day of cycling. I have to be brave.
Thank you, Jordan. That was perfect. And we're rotating back to you, Runji.
Ooh. Day 11. Day 11. The next morning, Abu wakes me up. Get up, lazy bones. Get up, lazy bones. Today I am going to teach you. It's too safe. Is it safe? Is it safe, Abu? I ask.
Read what you see.
I ask. I promise I'll take care of you. Of you if anything happens, okay? Abu says, Now I hear Wasim is calling back is coming back in a few days. Don't you want to be ready for the race?
We can see ourselves.
Read.
As Abu
Read louder.
As Abu watches a cycle just like Dadu,
I cycle just like that.
I cycle just like Dadu. Nani and Nani and Ami taught me. I learned how to turn and make an 8 without putting my feet on the ground.
Okay. Thank you, Ronji. We have our next reader who should be ready.
Wake up, lazy bone.
This is page what?
Page.
Just as I start getting bored cycling by myself, Wasim returns home. Finally, Abu tells me that the army lifted the curfew for a few hours, and Wasim's army quickly drove back to Sringa. Wasim brings an armful of chocho bread. I give him the pitch I focused on during mission cycle. I am so happy to see that he is safe. Go bring your cycle, Wasim, I say. Wasim looks sad. I let it out on the street, and my cycle got bent out of shape during the fighting. Oh, poor Wasim. How will we do mission cycle now? Wait, I have an idea.
I like that. Thank you, Marzi. Next. Do we still have
mission cycle? Final day.
Guess what happened? We are going to fight. You're going to create your final day of mission cycle.
What?
Yes.
Wow, that's very interesting.
We're going to create our final day.
You're going to create your final day of mission cycle. See,
We
Nuri
can't
can
see.
ride perfectly. Do you see that Nuri can ride?
No, that was the idea. We could ride together.
Yes. Now she can ride perfectly, and everyone just waved them off.
We can't see.
You can't see the book. Okay.
The words.
The words. There's just the word mission cycle.
Final.
Oh, you're showing us the cover, right?
No, this is the last page. It's the last page. This is the final
But
day.
we can't see.
There are no words. It's just a picture.
Yeah, I guess from the picture you can tell what happens at the end of the story.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the picture
is
of
the
the story.
Oh, sorry. Back.
We get it. We get it.
Yes.
There are no words in the last page.
There are no words in the
It looks
last page.
fun.
But there is a picture. Remember,
That's mission cycle
Nuri,
final day.
Nuri has been trying to ride a bicycle for the whole time. And now she can even carry someone on the bicycle. How cool is that?
Like a boda woman. Like a boda man.
You carry someone.
No.
All right. So guys, you're going to create your last day. Imagine you're Nuri. Where did you go? Okay, so you're going to tell us where you're going on this final day, who you're carrying, what you're going to see. It's going to be imaginative. Okay? All right. So thank you all. You read really awesomely, and I want to clap for you. All right.
So cute.
Hilda, welcome back.
Yeah. Hi guys.
Hello.
And now I'm going to just stop sharing my screen so that we can continue. Okay.
We now want to see Hilda.
Yeah, I happened to go outside the house because I was looking for network. Be threatened by my
Hope you have found it.
Yeah.
Hope you have found Mr. Network.
I did. I'm here. How come you can't see me?
Okay, we can see you perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, so today, can I start with the Chinese?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what we can do for today. I've found a textbook that I've been using for the other learners that I've been teaching. And for the last lesson, for the very first lesson, it directs us to learn something about how to greet casually. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like that. Yours is very perfect. Where did you learn it from? Who said that? I'm very surprised because it's the exact pronunciation that, it's the correct one. It's the standard
Really?
pronunciation. Yeah. I want everyone to try that. I'm not going to say it for you now. I want to first hear you guys try it out. The casual greeting, the one that says hello, just like he has done. I want to see if you have the standard pronunciation of it. Can we start from, I don't know who wants to start first to say hello in Chinese? Yes, please.
Runji.
Ni hao.
Okay, that's good. It's close to the standard. Very good. Next.
Ni hao.
Very good. Yes.
Ni hao.
Very good. You guys are good. I don't have to struggle so much.
And the amateur is coming here now. Ni hao.
It's good. You guys are good. Like you've been in China, like for a whole lot of time. Anyway, yeah, the first greeting here is ni hao. I don't know if you can see it very clearly. You see two people. Yeah. Two people are greeting one another, but it's just a casual greeting. I'm going to write it out for you so that you can see the words clearly, yeah? But these pictures just want to show you that there are two casual greetings that you can have at different times, yeah? In the first picture,
It's ni hao. That's how they pronounce it. Ni hao. Can you repeat after me, all of you?
Ni hao.
Yeah,
Ni hao.
ni hao. I want to tell you why it's like that. Don't worry. And in the next one, I'll get to that when we first finish the first greeting, okay? The next greeting is ni hao ma wo hen hao. So a greeting and then the reply. But I'm going to tell you how to say it. Don't worry. Yeah, we can not, we don't need to run. We have to first scroll a bit, yeah? So I wrote it down for you. I don't know if I hold it like this, you can see it clearly. Can
Yes,
you?
we can.
Yes.
We can see it clearly.
Yeah, because yeah. So the first part is here. We have ni means you. This is the character and this is the pinyin. I'm going to explain those two, yeah? First, look here. This is the first word. It means you, ni. You can point at someone there and say ni. You can try that. Yeah, you can point at me. Yes, me or yes. And then the next part is hao. Repeat after me, hao.
Hao.
Yes, hao means good. It means good. It simply means good. So the direct translation for this would be you good. Yeah, that's why in most cases when you meet Chinese that they're trying to speak English, they'll be like, you're good, because it easily translates. It easily translates as you're good. Yeah, you're good, and it means hello, hi, hey. You know, it's just something that is casual. You can say ni hao to your friends. Yeah, you can say ni hao to someone, anyone. Yeah, anyone you want to say ni hao to. If they are maybe friendly to you, you can say, yeah, ni hao, ni hao. Yeah. And what I wanted to explain also for the basics, I wanted to tell you that you see here we have words that look like the English alphabet, right?
Yep.
But it's Chinese. Yes, this looks like the English alphabet because we have consonants and then we have the vowels. This is not it's not the alphabet like ABC, but it is like the sound system. Yeah, the sound. It's like a phonetic transcription of these characters. So this sound is this character. Do you understand?
Yep.
Yes.
Yes. So this is just a sound, but the real word is this one. This is the Chinese word, but this is how it sounds. So every time you see this, don't be perplexed, don't be confused. Yeah, you just have to know that this is the sound and this is the word. Okay. So this is Hanzi. It means Chinese character. Hanzi. This is the Z. It's a character. And this is pinyin, the sound. Yeah, pinyin. Just like in English and any other language, they join the consonant plus the vowel to make a syllable. So it's not so going to be so hard for you to get the sound and how they're formed in the future. So just remember that this, when I write like this, it's pinyin, and when I write like this, I'm writing Hanzi characters. They're not called letters, they're called characters. They're characters, they're full words, complete words. Remember, I said ni means you. So this is you in Chinese, and this is good in Chinese. Do you get it?
Yes.
I hope it's
Yep.
not too much for today, like for the first lesson. Yeah, because I know it's a bit different from very many languages. Yeah. So as I say, this ni hao means hello. So if you want to say hey, hello to anyone, if you're passing by your friend, you can be like, hey, ni hao, ni hao, ni hao, and the reply is ni hao. So you try that with your neighbor. I'll do it with Delilah since she has no neighbor.
Ni hao.
Delilah, ni hao.
Ni hao.
Yeah, ni hao.
Ni
Ni hao. Yes. And for the pronunciation, you have to make sure it sounds like mine for now. because you've not yet learned how to read the pinyin, the sound on your own. But with time, because it's read write club, you have to learn to read and you have to learn to write. And then maybe in the future we can do a story, and that stories are really interesting, by the way. The stories, the kids stories are really interesting, the ones in Chinese. So in the future, when you learn the basics, then you can read on your own. But for now, you can try your best to imitate me, to imitate my voice until you can read on your own. Yeah. So that means I have to be like your radio and the other guy, no? I don't know how to say it. You have to keep recording my voice, yeah? Something like that. So for the next part, it's the next greeting. It's how are you? How do you say how are you in Chinese? Anyone who can guess, or anyone who already knows. How are you? No one?
That's
Yeah.
That's there. We are blank.
It's okay. So you remember how I told you? How I told you it's ni hao. It's hello, right?
Yes.
But remember, ni hao directly translates as you're good. Yeah. So all you have to do is put like a question mark. Should I say, if I'm trying to explain it in a layman's language, you put like a question mark. So you want to say, you're good? Yeah, you're good? Something like that. So how are you? Are you good? So in Chinese, it will come out like that. They use a particle which is called, it's pronounced ma, to put like a question mark at the end of the ni hao. Do you understand?
Makes sense.
So
Yep.
to say how are you or you're good, question mark, you say ni hao ma. So it's very simple. All you have to do is add ma at the end. So ma acts like a question particle. It's like questioning if you're fine. Okay? So I wrote it down for you here. Yeah, it's here. Ni hao ma. Right below the characters of ni hao, we have ni hao ma. Yeah, ni hao ma. Yeah, say it like me. Ni hao ma.
Ni hao ma.
Ni hao ma.
Yeah, ni hao ma. Ni hao ma. Yes, like that. Yeah, ni hao ma. Very good. Ni hao ma. Yes, ni hao ma means how are you? How are you? We said ni hao means hello. But now ni hao ma means how are you? Do you get
Okay,
it?
so that's the official one.
No, it's not that. It's the official one. They're both official. Only that if you want to know more about how someone is, other than saying hello and they say hello back, you'd like to know if they're fine, right? So you say, how are you? And they will tell you if they're fine, okay? And most cases, since it's just a greeting, we have to say we are fine, even though we are not so. So if someone says, how are you? You're like, I'm fine.
Question.
Yeah. It's like rhetoric, yeah? Everyone knows the answer. You know, how are you? I'm fine. So I'm going to teach you how to say I'm fine, okay? First of all, I'll teach you how to say I or me.
Someone seems to know it here.
Okay, tell me. Someone to try. Very good, Carol. You have the sounds right. You have the sounds right. Only the tones are not right. The pronunciation, yeah, of the sounds. But they're correct. You're very right. I'm going to tell you how to pronounce it. You have to imitate, okay? It's 我很好.
我很好.
Yes, 我很好.
我很好.
Yes, 我很好 means I am very fine. But its direct translation is 我 means I or me. Okay? 很 hen. Hen means very, very, extremely, yeah, very, 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 very much, very. Hen. And then how? What does how mean? Remind me, come on.
Fine.
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 Yeah, it means good and means fine. It's okay because you said ni hao. Ni hao, hao means good. And same thing is happening. Wo hen hao. Yes, I'm very good, right? I'm fine. It's okay. You can interpret it as I am very fine, and you can also say directly translated as I am very good. Yes, I'm very good. But don't try to make Chinese so much like English, whereby in English language we have to have article am, right? We have to have sorry, the pronoun am, right? I and then am, right? But in Chinese we don't have am. We have I very good, right? I very good. 我很好. So when you directly translate it, it's very different from English. So we are going to try this out. I hope you can remember. We say for how are you, we shall say 你好吗? 你好吗? And then the reply for 你好吗 is I am very fine, right? I am good. So you say 我很好. 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 So you're going to try this out, okay? I'm going to do this with each one of you. So who will go first?
Ronji.
I'll say, okay, I'll give you the instructions. I'll say, 你好吗? And then you reply, 我很好. And then you'll also greet me and say, 你好吗? And I'll also reply, 我很好. Can you first try it out like within yourself so that you don't like make many mistakes? Try it. Do it with your neighbor. Let me hear.
你好吗？
我很好。你好吗？
我很吗？
我很好，Delilah.
我很好。
Yeah, but you're almost there. Your pronunciations are very good for someone who has had a first lesson, you know. Your pronunciations are very, very standard. That's the
Thank
good
you.
thing. It shows that you're imitating my voice so much. All you have to do is do a little more practice, and then you can memorize the sounds and the words. Yeah.
Okay.
Let me get the next person. 你好吗? 你好吗? Who will reply? Okay, then you also greet me.
你好吗?
我很好. You're very good. Can you go to the next one? 你好吗?
我很好.
Then you greet me too.
你好吗?
我很好. Perfect. Very good.
Where is Jardine?
Let me see if I can see you guys. I'm not seeing you guys. But
Okay.
anyway, can we go to the next person?
Hold on. You can cancel spotlight video so you can see us.
I just went to do something.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Where is Jordan?
Jordan?
Yes?
Where is Janelle?
Janelle. She went.
Okay. So you missed something. How to greet. 你好吗? 我很好.
I was here when they said it.
You're here. Okay, Hilda, she's here.
Okay, can we then try out? Can I greet you? 你好吗? What would be your reply?
我很好.
你好吗? 我很好. And then you also can greet me 你好吗? And I'll say 我很好.
That's for you, Jordan.
Yeah. So can you try to write it down? If you have somewhere you can write, you can scribble, yeah? you can write the ni hao to mean hello. You can write the English word against it, ni hao, then you write hello. Don't forget.
Hold on, Hilda, I'm going to request you to lift that up so I can take a picture. Okay. Okay, 1 second. Perfect, done.
Okay.
All right.
So what I'm saying is this: you see these small things above the vowels?
Yes.
They're like signs. These are called tones. They're the ones that guide you to have a standard pronunciation of the Chinese words. Yeah. So this is the third tone. It falls and rises, and it's the same tone here. So it's ni. This is ha, out. And then this one doesn't have a tone, so it's a silent or it's a neutral tone. So for it doesn't have a tone. So today you've used only one tone, which is very simple. It is the third tone, you see? It's the third tone everywhere. The V. Yeah, ni hao ma wo hen hao. Yes, ni hao ma wo hen hao.
Guys, I'm going to China tomorrow.
Yes, you can. If they hear you say ni hao, they'll be like, oh, this person knows Chinese. But if they hear you saying ni hao ma wo hen hao, they're like, this person is studying Chinese. So because now ni hao is cliche, everyone knows it. Everyone knows it. Because even I'm in the village, I'm in Ruero, but I can find people like, we had your teaching Chinese, ni hao, but you know, they can say it. Anyone can say it. Only that yours now is standard pronunciation, and down on top of that you have how are you? I am very fine. So ni hao ma wo hen hao is the new one we've learned today.
I want to repeat for myself. Ni hao ma wo hen hao. I think
yes, keep doing that. You can also repeat. You can also teach the other family members who could not make it for the Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can tell them and teach them. When you teach someone, you also become better.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
That's it for today. Like, not to make it very difficult. Maybe we shall catch up from there next time.
All right. Thank you, Hilda. This was super fun.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Are you clapping for me?
Yes, for you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm humbled.
All right. Guys, thank you so much, Hilda. That was awesome. I believe someone in here has learned something different, something new, something interesting.
Yeah,
so
it's really
thank
exciting.
you so much. Thank you so much. This was an exciting session.
Okay. I'm glad I could be part.
All right. Okay, guys, so in our next 5 minutes, because we have only 5 minutes left, we're just going to draw lessons from the book that we read, okay? So everyone will just share, yes. We're going to pick lessons from the storybook we read. So you can share 1 or 2 lessons, and then we'll take it on from there and meet again next weekend. But just immediately after we break off, here's what you're going to do. You're going to write your story, and the first thing we're going to do next weekend is presentations, okay?
Yeah.
Yes, I hope that makes sense. So don't lag. Immediately after we break off, immediately after we say our goodbyes, pick your pen and paper and write your story. Remember, you're going to end the story of Nuri, your last day. What is it going to look like? Okay? You're going to imagine your last day as Nuri. Okay?
Yep.
All right, so let's share our lessons. Let's share our lessons. Let's share our lessons from the book. Who wants to start?
Manzi.
To never give up.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Ranjit?
Always be brave.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, we should always be brave.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for sharing, Ranjit. Jardine, I can see your hand up.
That my lesson here is that when someone feels bad, you should do something to help them with through what they were, to help them in what they were do, to help them, like for example, when Nuri saw that Dadu was sad because he said, I don't know, Nuri stood up and said something to make him feel happy.
Thank you,
Wow.
Jardine.
It's lovely.
Yeah. Okay. Frank, do you want to share something from the book?
Well, I think it was a great idea learning how to read. And I would liken it to the way of life.
Mm-hmm.
As we grow, we keep learning new things.
Yes.
And it's never easy.
True.
And so learning how to read brings out a good example of what it means to be able to learn and do something.
Sure.
You will fall down, your bicycle will be wrecked, you'll have to raise up again, you'll have to go to mechanic, but eventually you'll be on the hill sloping down, happy, carrying somebody after learning something.
Sure, thanks a lot.
So we should never get tired with learning.
Sure. I'm going to draw the last lesson, which I think is also very important, because this story very much relates to what is happening to us right now with the coronavirus pandemic. Nuri did not just sit at home. She thought to herself, what can I do to make things better? I can't just stay in the house and be gloomy. So she decided, you know what? I'm going to learn how to ride a bicycle. So each of us should be able to take that initiative to learn something new during this period of time. Like, right now, at least we're learning Chinese. That's a good step, right? We're learning something new.
Yeah.
But even at home, we can learn something new. It could be how to make a cup of tea, or how to bake, or just how to draw. You know, there's so many things that we haven't done before. First, because maybe we did not have time, or maybe because there was no opportunity. But look, here we have 24 hours every day to do things we love, things we can put our hands on. So we should use this time to learn and to do new things and make our lives more interesting, and just not think about the pandemic, because it's not the end. It's not the closing block. We should use it as an opportunity to do better things, awesome things, and fun things. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So basically that's it. And for me, I just want to say thank you to each and every one of you for sparing time to join us today. And yes, for being able to learn the meows. That was awesome. And thank you so much, Hilda, for joining us. We hope to see you again next weekend. Or there's Janelle, Hilda. There's Janelle. Janelle has been so. Oh, it's Jackie.
Hi, Janelle. How are you?
How are you?
We are okay. How are you?
Jackie,
You're good. How are you, dear?
All right. Okay.
I can see from somewhere there.
see them?
We are well. We are well.
Okay, that's good. Oh.
You've been missing in action.
Yes, I've been missing. That's true. Okay, guys.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And for the TFK Read Write Club youngsters, for now it's goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Oh, bye
Bye,
bye. Youngster, what's the Chinese word for goodbye?
I just said it.
I didn't hear it.
Zaijian.
Dajen.
See you next time. Yeah, Zaijian.
Okay. See you next time, guys.
Zaijian.
Next time I'm going to learn how to say goodbye in Chinese.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do some about it so you can tell me before I tell you, right?
Yeah.
To be very fun.
Okay. And don't forget to write
Okay.
that story, that chapter. Okay, bye-bye for now, guys. Have a great afternoon.
Zaijian.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Good.
Stop video.
Daddy, can I learn how to ride a bike like